Hello everybody, Reaper X1 here again, back playing some more Terra Tech, and I'm right at my useless machine again, trying to get this conveyor, refining, sorting system all figured out. Well, not just figured out, but efficiently figured out. And as you can see, this is what I got for my intake so far. I got 4 receivers, 2 refineries, instead of just the 1 refinery like I had before. I was trying to put 4 refineries in here, but then that got me out of the space limitations that I got. I pretty much got to make everything for each line fit within three blocks wide, as the same width as that large silo. So it's a little bit limited, but I think it does pretty well for what it's got going on. And there's still the whole upper section of this still to go, so it'll change a little bit, I'm sure. But as I do get into this one, I would like to welcome you and thank you for joining my little show here. I hope you enjoy what you're about to see. Maybe it'll be a little informative. There's not a whole lot that I'm doing that's groundbreaking in this, but sometimes just a design can give an idea, as I've found before. So since I got the first one kind of figured out, I wanted to start in the middle. I was thinking of tearing that other one out, but I'm going to leave it for now just in case I don't have to. Sometimes things get in the way like that. Well, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to rebuild this one here, and then, oh no, and then I'm going to move on and try and figure out how I want to do the next set part of it. You can see there with that silo just up above there, I've already got something in the works. But see, anytime the big base falls like that from removing a block, it always has me wondering, did it unanchor? Now, I'm guessing it's just because it's night that solar gen hasn't popped up. Because so far, it's never unanchored on me when it's done that. But, I don't want to have it happen for the first time and put in 3 hours worth of work and find out, hey, it's not anchored no more. That's freaking awesome. Oh, there it is. It's anchored. I like it. And hey, if you happen to like it, there's a few things you could do if you'd like to help out this little channel. By, possibly providing a little fuel in the way of likes, comments, subscriptions, dinging of the bell. Feedback is always a good way too. And is always really appreciated. Because that's the kind of awesome only you guys can bring to this channel. And if you happen to have some cool and original text, feel free to find my Saturday Showcase auditions link down in the description. You could have your very own video just for your cool and original text. All you gotta do is send in an in-game snapshot or a save game with instructions if it's difficult. If it's an easy one, I hope I don't need them. But yeah, I'll take her from there and make the best dang video out of it I can. This being Friday, I'm hoping to get a good one, maybe even 2 out for tomorrow. But I gotta get busy. I've had a hell of a week. My computer's been messing up. The reason I only got a few videos out this week is I've been fighting with it. It keeps rendering poorly. There's been a couple videos, every video I've done this week, I've had to render at least 2 to 3 times for various reasons. Either a clip blacked out, or once was me, I left a boo-boo in. But I'm not really counting that one. But now a lot of it's either been crashing or individual clips won't show up. They just show up as black screens, so that ain't cool. So I've had to re-render for that. And I don't know, things getting worse. Starting to wonder how long I'm going to be able to keep making videos. Or even just playing a game. Well, what can you do? Actually, there is something you could do. If you really, really are concerned and would like to keep this little channel alive as long as possible. There's always that little $2 donation you could maybe think about sending on in this way. It would get your name thrown into a draw for a 3D printed tag. It would help me out. It would help you out, maybe, if you want. And, we'll all keep you able to have some good videos, hopefully. Well, on my channel. There's good videos elsewhere, too. But I'm not going to say there's good Terra Tech videos anywhere else. No, this is the best spot to come for Terra Tech videos. That's what I'd like to believe. No, I'm just kidding. There's lots of awesome technologists out there. I'm just hoping that you guys like what I'm doing and you guys come back to visit me along with visiting the other ones. I'm not selfish. I share the enjoyment, no problems. It's not like I got much of an option, though, eh? It's all about having the fun. I got looking through a few little things there while I was uploading there the other day, and I've seen a lot of videos where YouTubers are bragging about what they've made, this, and that, and yeah, well, that's their thing. I think even if I was making killer money, I'm not the type to brag about stuff like that. That's the kind of behavior that's just not that great. That's just rubbing it into people's faces, and that's not nice. Now, I can understand being excited and happy. Ooh, I made so much money, yeah, kind of thing, but, there's a time and place for it. I don't really see me ever making enough money where I'm going to want to make a video saying, hey, you know what, I just made X amount of dollars. Yeah, I'm an awesome guy. No, I'm not looking into doing that. The one dude I actually seen on there, I instantly thought douchebag. Sorry, that's just kind of what it says to me. He may be an awesome dude himself, I don't know, but what he was spitting out of his lips, it wasn't sounding too cool to me. I was so impressed I didn't even bother to remember his name. But anyway, there's enough of my ramblings. This is what I've got up to, though. So, if you remember my old setup, it was more of a vertical setup with the silos. This time I'm trying to keep her all compact, down out of the way. Use up this empty spot I got down underneath my walkway there. And so far, I think it's going to work out pretty good. I get my 3 silos in instead of the 2 I had before. And I'm hopefully going to have a neat little effect when it's all said and done. Well, not an effect, but a corridor of sorts. It might even look rainbow-esque. I don't know yet. Just gotta wait and see how it works out. I had quite a bit extra done compared to even what this video will show, and it crashed. So I lost a little bit of work there, and I'm back to where you'll see this video take this build, which isn't bad. Like, I did get quite a bit done today. I got all 13 of those. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. You haven't seen that part yet. Oh. But anyway, yeah, I got all 13 of the spots put in and built up to this kind of phase. So I'm thinking that's a pretty successful day. Which is good, because I've been wanting to get back at this thing for a while. There was a few other things I was working on and I was building, and I tried a couple new games and different things, and hey Zed, if you're watching, I've been learning some StarMade. I actually figured out the rail system a little bit today, just the basics. And then it crashed. What can you do, eh? Oh yeah, it's been a day of learning and frustrations today, I tell you. Just little bits here and there. Mostly fun, though. So yeah, just kind of getting everything rounded out. Like, I'm actually quite surprised how well the game is running with such a big tech in there. Because as an example, when I load this tech in, and I'm like controlling the main tech, the big one, my useless machine, it gives me like 5-6 frames a second. So that's pretty decent compared to what I'm used to in previous updates, where it's like 1 frame a second it says, and it's seriously lying to me because it's more like 1 frame every 5 seconds and crap like that. But now, when I switch into the little dude, just the cab, it goes from 5 to 6 frames a second up to 15 sometimes. So that is a nice little thing. They've obviously done some stuff in where the game isn't calculating what you're not controlling, at least a little bit. Maybe it's the physics being turned off of it or something. I don't know exactly. I haven't heard much about that. but I have noticed a difference, and I do appreciate that. I tells you. So that's kinda just about it, really. And now you notice there I got a sorting line on the bottom line of conveyors, or silo, my superhighway, as I call those big conveyor chains. I got a sorting line on the bottom. I'm going to have a sorting line on the top as it all passes down this superhighway of resources. But then when it gets to the end, it's also going to go down either a single or maybe a triple line of conveyors that will then again have another sorting filter on there. So I'm hoping everything gets sorted and doesn't have to cycle back through all this. But that is still going to be available because, hey, no jam ups. That sucks. Especially on something like this. You don't want to have to go back through and try and find the jam and fix the jam after it's all put together. That is not going to be the cool. But I think I got my bases covered. Because with that new dropper block, that actually makes things even easier. Because I've used it a few spots on here. Mostly at the top for my ramps. But then on my return, at my gate that I use to control the resources starting and stopping, I had a little line that fed back down into the bottom. So if resources got passed, it could cycle back through and get run through the system again. Well, now I don't have to have a whole line. I can just have a dropper block there. It drops it off. My receivers will pick it back up for me. Because I've got it all set up to handle, to be able to bypass refined resources now. So it's even better set up that way. See, I did learn something my first try. But I learned that I liked this gate that I put together. And I didn't want to have to rework that because that took some farting around with. So here's where it's all put together at an even phase. Evil phase. Arr. But I think it turned out pretty good. It should be functional. A few little variations to get around the good stuff in there, but hey, it's all pretty much becoming a standard for this unit. But as I'm kind of taking my little tour through here, you know, I'm going to call this one at an end. It's a little bit shorter, but hey, issues. I need tissues for my issues. Oh, I missed some up there. So as always, you know, guys, if you did like what you're seeing, feel free to fuel up my little channel. And I know you may not enjoy my little speech, but the fuel does help. And it's cheap. It's just likes, comments, subscriptions, feedback, all that cool stuff that only you guys can bring. And trust me, it does help, and it'll never stop being appreciated. That's why I thank you so much. And if I do get annoying with it, let me know, and I'll just say thank you 5 times an episode. Sound good? I'm just kidding. But anyway, till next time, everybody, keep being the awesome and keep having a good one. Bye.